I spent hours researching the most highly paid TikTok shop affiliates today and asked AI what are the most recurring psychological hooks that they use, and AI did not disappoint. In this video, I'm going to expose 6 psychological hooks, meaning what they say, what they do, what they show in their videos to convince people to not only believe but to buy from them. You won't want to miss this. So how do the hooks used compare? Now, top affiliates employ distinct psychological hooks that leverage different cognitive triggers ranging from visual disruption and curiosity to urgency and relatability. While the shared goal is to stop the user from scrolling within the first few seconds, the specific psychological mechanisms they deploy vary significantly. The pattern interrupt. Some affiliates focus on breaking the visual pattern off the feed to trigger immediate curiosity or confusion. For example, there's the 1.5-second rule. Brandon Lush, who has generated over $14 million in sales, operates on the belief that the first 1.5 seconds is 90% of the battle. He studies his own scrolling habits to identify visual cues such as specific lighting, movement, or noise that cause him to stop involuntarily. Also, rage bait and confusion. Here's an example. Sherry Pie, earning nearly $810,000 in profit, utilizes rage bait or confusing visual elements to spike engagement. For example, she might mention a cooling blanket feels like an ice pack while opening a freezer that inexplicably contains a power drill. This subtle absurdity compels viewers to comment asking, why is there a drill in the freezer, boosting the video's algorithmic performance. She also noted that appearing with a black eye caused by a toy accident without explanation drove massive comment engagement. Number 2, the prove it visual demonstration, the skepticism hook. Rather than verbal promises, this strategy uses extreme physical demonstration to hook viewers who are naturally skeptical of product claims. An example of extreme demonstration is Kaylee, who made $25,000 in commission in a single day, uses a prove it hook. Demonstrate a skirt that stays down, she performs cartwheels and squats on camera. Her philosophy is that a video must be interesting enough to retain a viewer, even if they are watching with the sound off. There's also immediate action. An example of this is Heidi, who sells fashion. She often starts her videos with rapid movements such as picking a phone up off the floor to create a dynamic visual, uses a prove it hook. Demonstrate a skirt that stays down, she performs cartwheels and squats on camera. Her philosophy is that a video must be interesting enough to retain a viewer, even if they are watching with the sound off. There's also immediate action. An example of this is Heidi, who sells fashion. She often starts her videos with rapid movements such as picking a phone up off the floor to create a dynamic visual start. There's also the bottom of the funnel or urgency strategy, the greed/scarcity hook. This strategy bypasses product education entirely, hooking viewers solely on the financial opportunity or fear of missing out, also known as FOMO, F-O-M-O. Gabby, a former FedEx driver who turned millionaire affiliate, uses short 14-second videos that immediately hook viewers with phrases like double discount or triple discount. The hook here is not the product's utility, but the mathematical win of stacking coupons, flash sale, free shipping. Another example is urgency. This method relies on telling viewers to grab it right now before the sales and creating immediate pressure to convert. The friend hook. These affiliates lower the viewer's guard by mimicking the intimacy of a private conversation or sharing an insecurity, moving away from the salesman persona. A method that applies to this is Snapchat style. Janelle uses a Snapchat style hook where she films as if sending a private video to a friend, asking for an opinion on an outfit. This lack of polish acts as a psychological hook because it feels authentic rather than transactional. Another method is vulnerability. Janelle also hooks viewers by showcasing insecurities such as loose skin, asking, is this going to work? Therefore, trying on shapewear. This vulnerability creates immediate trust and rapport with women who have similar body types. Also, the fly on the wall method. An example here is Sherry Pie, who uses skits with her husband where he appears to come from mowing the lawn to react to a product. This makes the viewer feel like they are observing a genuine domestic moment rather than watching a commercial. Borrowed authority, the credibility hook. This strategy hooks viewers by leveraging the face or voice of a famous figure before introducing the product. You've probably come across plenty of these in the past. An example method of this type of hook is intellectual property. Drew generated massive sales by using clips of credible figures like the cast of Shark Tank or Joe Rogan to tell a story about a product. The psychological hook is the authority of the celebrity. The viewer stops for the famous face, and Drew then transitions into product pitch. There's also technical pacing, which is also known as the retention hook. Across different styles, top affiliates manipulate the pacing of their speech to maintain attention. An example method of this is removing the millennial pause. Both Brendan Lush and Matt Kay emphasize editing out the breath or pause creators often take before speaking at the start of a video. This ensures the hook is instant and the dead air does not give the viewer a split second to scroll away.